I hope you're doing fine. I haven't been going live for a few days. What happened? So the thing is that nothing special happened. I just got diagnosed with clinically diagnosed with ADD or yeah, ADD. What is ADD? I have no idea what ADD is. Short, short for attention deficiency order is related to ADHD. So yeah, basically I have ADHD. So that's it. And, talking in a Discord server with a few hackers. They were the one who told me to consult a psychiatrist just to make sure, I went there to bring the whole life story, 30 minutes. He was like, I can't be sure, but slight, not slight, but symptoms of ADHD. And he said to come back in 15 days to see, prescribe me some medicines. That's how things are going, and that explains a lot to me. From my middle school till now, things are happening that I have no idea. He kind of explains everything, gives you clarity. He said, my bias towards action is really good, but the way I'm doing it is stupid. He told me that here to be in the now. A lot of people have told me this to be in the now. I was like, fuck you. Yes, but now I really do understand it. Be in the now. And, he told me some story from Bhagavad Gita or something. Yeah, Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, if you don't know, is an Indian scripture. I have never read it, but he told me that during the war, Arjuna froze. He started thinking a lot of things. He started thinking, what if I fail? What if I fail? How will I do it? Uh, what's the best strategy? All those things. And Krishna said, just be in the moment. Uh, Making it perfect is not our goal. Now, currently, people depend on us. So, just doing it is more than enough for now. Just doing it. You don't have to be the perfect. You don't have to be the perfect the commander. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to do it. That's it. That's the secret. I started doing these things and implementing these things. I find some references in the Bible too. Being in the moment instead of just letting go. If you want to say it like that, just letting go. What do you mean by letting go? It's just put it in this whole thing and do not understand. What do you mean by letting go? There are things out of your control. After 6 months, you might not know where you will be as a person. Or just put this in. This is the rant one, so this is not fine, but whatever I do, this stays here like this. Really sucks. Let's try. Talking about letting go and yeah. Really that meditation. Understood why people ever meditate or something. Now I do kind of do. I'm not saying that I understand everything, but I kind of do. Why people do these things. And I started eating. This is the first start. I started eating without my phone or watching TV. Else I would be constantly watching some podcast or something. Then I started seeing things in a different way. After we talked with the doctor, he said, you are in constant. He said, I'm good. Stated character explanation. He said some word which basically means Your mind constantly needs to do things. What basically it's like. Your mind constantly needs to do things, new things. And he said, instead of falling for these emotions, just be there. Just observe your feet and feel the breath. Feel how it goes inside you. Small things nobody notices, but that's that's the only thing that's linking to the current reality. Observing where your feet touches on the ground, observing my key, observing my hand gets in my keyboard. That's the only thing that keeps us in this reality, hooked to this reality. If there is sensations or feelings doesn't exist, we won't be here. That's why I think there's doom scrolling and all these things happen. We don't know. We are intoxicated by this. So I started being much more calm, and things started clicking. Yeah. I had a heavy headache for 2 weeks. I don't know why. Heavy headache. I can't do anything. So I just slept. I can't sleep because slept too much. Like I slept like 16 hours a day. I just can't sleep anymore. So I just sit there, laying on my bed. That's my bed. And I don't sleep here. It's downstairs. Yeah, we have a couch. That's my safe place, kind of. That's where I sleep. And yeah, that's where I sleep, play around. And up at the windows, and I just lay there, think things through. Um, Started realizing something. Mastery requires more time. I'm a kind of person who wants immediate results. Get results now. Do anything. Do anything, whatever that requires. Whatever it takes, I'll do it. If I get for immediate results, and if I can consume, if I'm really interested in something, I can consume 10 days worth of material in few hours. Telling this to plan is a really bad habit if you think about it. I just go beyond and after if you're learning something. Then whenever you look something like go through a course, go beyond and after and like fuck, I know these things, I know everything. I don't know how to do it. And I was just think too much. If I read this book, if something happens, if nothing comes out, but if I do this course, be in the mood. I thought, so what if, there are a lot of what ifs. And these what ifs are really, really amplified. It's not normal what ifs. That was my problem. The problem occurred because I was here, I was in the moment, I was someplace else. I was always someplace else. Going out with my friend, and someplace else. Thinking, but when I go back to home, what should I do? Because should I start with playing CTS or do some C programming or something? You get it. It's really messed up, but it's who I am. I decided to stay calm and do one thing. And this is the another advice that doctor gave. This is the most important. He said that he, he listened to me carefully. And he don't say that often, I think. He told me that pick something, pick one thing, double down on it, finish it. If even if it's learning about atmospheres, can't learn everything about atmosphere. Uh, if you're following a book, if you're following a certain syllabus, double down on it, finish it, go till the last topic. And if you don't want to, maybe in the middle, you might think that most of the rest of the topics you don't need it. It's not necessary. Finish it. Take your time and just finish it. Why does it help? It helps build momentum. And you know yourself, you're telling yourself that you can do things. Right now, you're telling yourself that you can't do things, and because you never did things actually. This is not my first occurrence of quitting or switching or pivoting or something. Happened a lot through my life. Calm down. Your life. You don't have to show it to anyone. You might see kids 17, 16 doing hacking, all those things. I know why you're worried. You're not losing. You're not, it's your life. In life, you don't have much to do other than being good at what you do, basically. You want to be good at what you do. Have to do it for a certain amount of time. These kids have been doing so for kids have been doing, and they did for a certain amount of time, and you haven't done it. That's why you're calling yourself that you can't do anything. That's why you're saying yourself that you can't do anything and you don't get anywhere in life. I understand, I truly do. And so just calm down. What's the most simple, stupid thing that you can do from today? Or that's gonna last you 1 or 2 months. I will give you some, you know, some boost, or I will help you very much in your career or in your future endeavors. So whatever you're learning next. Like in life, you keep learning. And I said, learning maybe C program. First, I wanted to say, I wanted to just get into web hacking or something. It's cause can learn it pretty fast, but is that going to at the end? Is that going to help me? Is that going to give me some foundation? Ultimate foundation. Every hacker starts from C, and there's a reason why he starts from C. Because it's close to metal, it's close to hardware. Imagine you are doing something. Uh, you have no idea. You can't be an artist or you can't be an actor without knowing your roots, without knowing where these things came from. Like how did acting started? Like what was the pioneer of acting? How did they do it? What was their motivation? And why did we create C or some high level language like C? Why did we do it? It was the first high level language C. No, it wasn't the first, I think, but fine. Let's Google it. Wait. First high level programming. C is not the first high level programming. Was okay, fine. So C is not first, but I think C was the one. C is the is widely adopted commercially. Fortran, yeah, I remember Fortran. Some languages which is allowing you to jump back. C is not a high level language, not low level, but still low level. You get it. So people learn C for a reason. I started learning for a reason. And I have a whole thing planned out. Why learning C and all those things. This is my reason. I started a record called While Learning C, and trying to learn C. These are some projects that I can finish to learn C in depth. If I finish this project, I can be sure that I know C in a very deep manner. There's a phase 2 of the complete learn CS from scratch. That's it. Let's just break it down. Which is essentially the same thing. Let's do it. Where combine knowledge, what's the best thing that I can do? Yes. Learns KNRs or something. Or build these projects. I have KNRs. So best way to learn programming. Big try on. Why I like this guy? This is what we call a hacker's handbook. It's kind of like an initiation or something. Let's go through this book. From my knowledge that I have currently. See from KNR, we will take 2 or 3 weeks max. I've already finished 2 chapters. So see how many pages we have. Learn DSC and how to program. See, implement data structures and see, yeah, then start contributing to some C scripts. GitHub. That's it basically. Just 200 pages, I think it's easily finished. Where am I now? I think finished. I finished functions. I finished arguments, types, variable names. Finished this arithmetic operations, relation. Yeah, I finished this. I'm in a type convolution, I think. No, I finished second chapter. So we'll start doing from. We'll start with third chapter and we'll finish those things. How many chapters do we have? 8 chapters. We finish this. We are 50% done. Great. So if I can only do one thing, I can only do one thing. That has is leverage would be to learn C, of course. Play CTFs, learn Keyjob, IDA. Learn, learn about kernel intangibles of C, soft, not C, Linux. And start writing some kernel rootkits or something. Okay. Like, how can I? What's the key? Let's learn some key bindings. Them how Vim modes, how to navigate. I know what Vim modes are. Let's dig and know this basic stuff. CG move first line of the page. CG, okay. Capital C. Last line. Moving to specific line, you can move to specific line using this. Don't have numbers yet. Moving within a line. Can use these keys dollar to go to the end of the line and okay, to go to the end of the line and zero to start. Let's just practice this. Dollar zero dollar zero dollar. Let's see zero dollar. Need to go to the first. Need to go to the end. Okay, fine, great. Going through the woods. We created text environment. Delete the character under the cursor. Delete the entire line. Fine. Copy. Yank the entire line. Why? Paste the previously deleted or copied text. Undo and redo. U. Control R. Redo. Switching and replacing. Start. Okay, fine. Oh, fine. Great. Start switching backwards. Old is Linux, now is Linux. See, let's see the yes. Let's search. Let me this Linux. No, fade to Linux. Yeah, we have Linux. How do we select? Bye. So we copy these things. Just move to push mode. And this is all we need for now. Let's just focus on these things. For this, you're going to do dollars. And what's the other things that we can do? Reverse engineer some malware. Yeah, these are the things that I can do. These are the things that will give me most leverage. The other things that I'm going to find. These are the things. But like my doctor said, how to pick our poison. Pick your poison. You just ask ChatGPT. Chat. I prefer DeepSeek. We'll do it. We'll go with Claude. GPS tracking and self-hosted alternative too. Yes, Chris. Case principle. Surface level. Let's just see. Can we learn C? The follow build projects. Right. That's the best option. These are good projects. Just copy these things. copy this and create a folder called Rant. Can't create for me to create a file. Without the page on 52. The exercises. Print all input lines that are long. Write a program to remove trailing blank lines. You have to finish this. Let's go. Making this big because my eyes aren't really good. So this is how things are. These I'm excited. And main such as line, etc. Let's stop this. So, because they are declared within a main or no other function can have direct access to them. The same is true with variables and other functions. Variables I in getLine is related to the I in copy. And each local variable is and function comes into existence only when the function is called. Disappears when the function is executed. This is why such variables are usually known as automatic variables. Following terminology in other languages, we will use the term automatic henceforth to refer to these local variables. Chapter 4 discusses static storage clause. Static storage clause and this in which local variables to retain their value between calls. I don't know how to do this, but that seems interesting. As an alternative to automatic variables, it is possible to define variables that are external to all functions. That is, variable that can be accessed by any function. This mechanism is rather like Fortran, Common, or Pascal variables declared in outermost block. Because external variables are globally accessible, they can be used instead of argumentless to communicate data between functions. Furthermore, because external variables remain in existence permanently rather than disappearing as functions are called and etc. They retain their values even after functions that set them have returned. So outside any function, this sets aside storage for it. This is how we define something that's their value won't be, deleted, get deleted, and the function, we run this function. Let's just explain this whole thing with an example. Just take these notes. Outside. And we'll just delete this one. We already written it here. Variables are created to store shit, store stuffs. And how do we do that? Yeah, that's it. And variables and variables variables have context. Context. Text. And what is the context? Context is nothing. Context is nothing but where variables. That's it. It can be created inside a function. Variable is only created called function. Function does its job. It gets deleted. That's it. So how do we? What if we do? What we do if we need persistence, right? What will you do if you need persistence? Just do just create variable. Just initialize the variable. That's what basically a fancier term for creating. Initialize variable outside function. That's it. And when you don't want them, relying too heavily on external variables is fraught with parallel sense that leads to program whose data connections are not all obvious. Variables can change in unexpected or even in inadvertent ways, and the program is hard to modify. The second version of the longest line program is inferior to the first, partly for these reasons, partly because it destroy the generality of two useful functions by wiring into them the names of the variables they manipulate. At this point, we have covered what might call conventional code of C. With a handful of building blocks, it's possible to write these programs of considerable size, and it would be probably a good idea if we pause long enough to do so. These exercises suggest programs of somewhat greater complexity, and I have done this program. I think write a tab that program that replaces tabs in an input with a proper number of blanks space to the next tab stop. Assume a fixed set of tabs and columns. Then be the variables or symbol. The program haven't done this. For long input lines into two or more shorter lines after last non-blank character that occurs before n column. Make sure your program does something intelligent with very long lines, and if there are no blanks or tabs, program to remove all comments from a C program. Don't forget to handle coded strings and characters constantly. I've done these programs. I've done this program. Start doing these programs. You know how to do these programs. That's when we enter chapter 2. So we are still in chapter 1. Let's begin. Whatsoever project writer detail that replaces tabs in an input. That's a read a folder. And we call it chapter 1. We'll do shift, select all of these things. It's not waste your time. Yeah, fine. And let's read in. These are our current examples. Write a program D tab that replaces D tab. That's called program is called D tab that replaces tabs in an input with the proper number of blanks to space to next tab. I don't understand this question. Let's write it down. Tab dot. What's the question? Right. D tab that replaces D tab that replaces tabs in an input with the proper number of blanks. Tabs in an input with proper number of blanks to space to the next tab stop. Space to the next to the tab stop. I see my fixed set of tab stops. So my fixed of stops. Variable. Symbolic parameters. Okay, fine. Symbolic parameters. What is a symbolic parameter? If you don't know, symbolic parameter basically means how we do things like define plus define. Let's say we have a function, we have a variable name, or let's say max is a variable that we want to define it on top of our, it's just for basically for readability. Max is equal to 1, and that's it. This is a symbolic parameter, and write a program that replaces tabs in an input with the proper number of blanks to space to the next tab stop. What do you mean by proper number of blanks? KNRs to 20 question. Write a program called dtab that replaces the tabs in an input with correct number of spaces to align them with a specific tab stop. For example, if the tab stops are every 8 columns, and you have tab at column 13, then output should include 5 spaces to reach the. I don't understand. What I do? Can't understand. This question is I guess that's the wrong approach. What you're doing is not what the exercise wants you to do. Rather than inserting a fixed number of spaces for each tab, you should be inserting a different number of spaces depending on how much has been printed on the line so far. It doesn't matter how you take the number of spaces per tab. The way you made it and repost constant is perfectly fine. However, rather than producing tab spaces regardless of where the tab has been found, the program needs to count how much regular characters have been printed and count how many spaces are needed when it sees /d, when it sees a tab. Make a variable count for characteristics printed so far. Characters printed so far. Initialize it with 0, then reset it back to 0 each time you see /1 character. When you call the put char, also make count plus plus. Now when you see /t, compute how far you are from the next tab. The expression is that this is how many spaces you need to print. There should be enough information for you to go back and fix your program. I think you need to write only 5 additional lines, not counting. First step is to understand the problem. As I read it over and over several times, at first I couldn't understand what exactly it wants me to. It's because some concepts weren't clear or familiar to me. Because I searched for more information about tab. First, what is a tab? And is a tab stop exactly? A tab is a character represented by /t. Many contexts, just like other characters such as letters or digits, it's a character, but it's special usage, so it's not wide space of 4 or 8. It appears to be being displayed like wide space, but 4 or 8 spaces is just what it's designed for. It aligns each tab to delimited group of text or on multiple lines to make a region look like a table. But underneath on level that software sees, it's just a character. Tab stops position on the line the cursor goes when the tab key is pressed. These positions are fixed in the line according to the width and number of characters or columns. This is a tab spacing. Tab. Tab character with spaces while maintaining the original table level. You can start writing your code. Calculate how many spaces are needed for each tab. Here is my complete code for the success. Char lines, the max length. Line ID, while length is equal to read line, max length not equal to 0. D tab line is D tab. D tab is function. Number of blanks, so that resulting output looks no different than if there was a tab there. Okay, this is a dot. The program is really simple. Let's see. Write a program D tab that replaces tabs in an input with proper number of blanks. So basically, from what I read from Stack Overflow, this is basically what it is. Explanation. Create a simple program called data. Let's take an input and counts that sees a tab input replaces adequate amount of space. To replace tab, hence should look the same. That's it basically. If fine, this is our thing. This is our tab space. So let's count one. This is our space, right? We'll go with four. So this is how we do it. One, two, three, three, four. So we'll do four spaces. We'll do four spaces to replace the tab. That's it. That's how these people are doing. Fine, fine. Let's just do it instead of copying them. Dot C. And let's go as include state here. Let's just get started with and main. Write some code and inside the domain. First, we need to define some things. Hashtag define. Is that how you do it? Here, define tab. That's not tab. We're going to define. Fine. Let's just define tab. Tab will be false. We'll do max length. Let's define max length will be let's say 50 characters as max length. Create a char right. Max length. Okay, and let's see why. How we do it, right? C is not C is equal to get char. How to define C, right? In C, this is actually in it. C is not equal to UF. What do you mean by UF is undefined? Okay, this is how we do it. Then we can take C. Need I think. First, we'll just take the character and just print it out. That's how we do it, right? Yeah. See, yeah. Okay, we need this. Let's go to terminal. Let's just do a cd canrs. Print some, see sometime, print something. C is equal to slash n. What is it? C is equal to slash n. You don't care. So we'll just replace it with tab spaces. See a tab. We need 4 tab spaces. So cache. This is a 1. Let's do it in a stupid simple way. 1, 2, 3. Right. That's it. These things with sometimes stupid, like 1, 2, 3, 4 or something. Hello. That's not how we do it. I is equal to 0 less than tab I plus plus. Take this inside here. That's it. No. I think we need to reduce this things. And we only need I think 3 tab spaces. Not 3 exactly, 2 tab spaces. Let's just call it 2. And we're doing this stupid way. No, no. Fine, this works. Oh yeah, this is a program. Finish the first program. Have three more. Um, cool. Anyways, finished off this program. Finish more programs. I have a confidence that we can finish more programs. Let's create a program called end tab that replaces strings of blanks by the minimum number of tabs and blanks to achieve the same spacing. Minimum number of tabs and blanks. Let's create an end tab that replaces strings of blanks by a minimum number of tabs. If we have a blank, just replace it by minimum number of tabs and blanks to achieve the same spacing. Use this same tab stops as for the tab. When either of the tab or a single line blank would suffice to reach a tab stop, which should be given preference. Why are these questions so hard to comprehend or understand? Like what are they trying to do? Write a program to fold long input lines into two or more shorter lines. After that, last non-blank character that occurs before nth column of the input. Make sure your program does something intelligent with very long lines, and if there are no blanks or tabs before the specified column. What does that mean? Write a program to remove all comments from a C program. We'll just Google it. If your question is where is the right question? If your question is what is this asking me to do? Think I can help you with paraphrasing the original question. Write a program that takes an input, text with spaces, and produces as output visually equivalent text using tabs to minimum extent possible. Input foo bar. This is the tab. This is how I think. That tab stop parameter n can be varied. I allows values of n. Would I look at the solution? I don't think so. Just don't understand. But we do it anyways. How long we can stream? Please do that. One hour, 16 minutes. So 1 hour, 15 minutes. That's all. Create a program called Intact. Creating a folder, not folder, file at a time. Please on listen. Who is this guy? Turkish plef.
Timer for equals. It's the view matrix. Is it 0? Is it 0? I never remember this. Somewhere I set the view matrix.
I remember watching this on 15 or something. Is this? Oh, this is from that called. Get back to our program.
中にあることを消せんそれらが結ばれるのは真の像風の中でも負けないよ
Sings of blanks by
届ける言葉を今は育ててる時は枕木風は二木肌星は人はかげろうなんで泣いてるのと聞かれ答えれる涙なんかじゃ僕ら出会えたことの意味にはまるで追いつかないこの身一つじゃ足りない叫び君の手に触れた時にだけ震えた心があったよ意味をいくつ超えれば僕らはたどりつけるのかな愚かさでいい醜さでいい正しさのその先で君と手を取 く言葉にならないここにある想いもしかしたらもしかしたらそれだけでこの心はできてるもしかしたらもしかしたら君に
Write a program that replaces strings of blanks by a number of taps and blanks, which you've seen species. Have you guys heard of Indian rap? Culture.
तेरी नजरों ने दिल का किया जो
हाँ,
है
ये
शायद
सुनो।
असर ये हुआ अब इनमें ही डूब के हो जाऊं पार यही है
It's Indian classical music is so soothing. If you've never heard it, it's so soothing. You know, maybe you can. It's so peaceful. You know, it's decent always. Write a program that replaces strings of blanks by a minimum number of taps. Write a program that replaces strings of blanks by a minimum number of taps. Spaces. Spaces. Place it. Taps. I think this is the question. I think take the input. Take the input and replace any spaces consecutive. I think spaces to read. Taps. That's it. Replaces strings of blanks with a minimum number of taps and blanks to achieve the same spacing. Use the same tab stops as for D-tab, and either a tab or a single line blank would suffice to reach a tab stop which should be given. So what are we gonna do with this? Fine, great. So we have a stupid explanation. Tab. Two tabs. Nice spaces. One tab. Tabs. That's one space. That's it. Let's go. Not see. Fine. Don't need these sums. Space. What is the we'll count it. Know what I'm doing? Let's see. What if I take this? Count. Okay. You just have to count the consecutive. We don't do this. There's already 1, 2, 3, 4. Count to 3. I don't need a very good one. 2, 3, 4. Have 0. Opponent doesn't know why you keep getting. Okay, I understand. We have to put this starts. We need to create a function. Let's put this count inside or outside. These two. Let's do count. Take this. Sprites count every time. Just stick to this, and at the end, it's equal to slash and we'll do this. Have 3. Two spaces. So ref how are we gonna do this? If we have, let's go to notes. 5 5 divided by number of species. 5 divided by, let's see, we have of tabs. Let's go to calculation. Same thing, 4 divided. Let's just say we have 10 spaces. Means we can do tabs, all tabs. Let's just say we have 6 spaces. Can do one tab. That's 2, 2. How to make it 6? That's it. We have 6 spaces. Right? Take 2 tabs. Let me take 2 tabs. Take 2 tabs. 6 spaces is done. How you figure this out? What's like? There's no algorithm, but I never had to think hidden mathematical Google. I just memorize all the theory, all the formulas, because I know the Google language. So things are so we have, let's just see that we have tab spaces. Let's just see the tab spaces divided by 2. We have an answer. Three. What can I do with 3? I will do nothing. This can make something. So let's see if it's an odd number. If it's an odd number, even. If it's an odd, if it's an even number, you just have to put a certain amount of tabs. It's an even number. Let's say it's 3. Let's have to take the odd number before it. That the rest of it. Let's just see. 5. 4 plus 1, 5. We have 11. 10 tabs plus 1 tab. Space. We have 12. We have 30. 12 tabs plus 1 tab. Let us store this line somehow. What do you mean? pixel with a pointer. I have no idea how to do this. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Take this. See, is not equal to space. this is a good thing. So. What is happening? P is equal to slash line. Let's just let's see is equal to let's check. KRF say tab equal to 1. Okay. Else emit character output. What is he doing now? Let's just stop him for a minute. He didn't do anything. Created something on 2018. That's it. Finish this at least. He did till second chapter. After that, he stopped, I think. Yeah. What happened to you, man? I'll fix this. Let's just ask Lord. Oh, this is a problem. You cannot. Don't give me any code. Give me what's wrong. How to do those things? Let's just do with 4 taps. 4 taps. 1, 2, 3. And variable is declared but never used. You're not. Logic to happen. Please by tabs. implementing taps inside the loop for creating an infinite loop. figure it out. One, two, three, four. Let's just cover that. We already have one space. Two, three. One, two, three, four. Zero. Okay, one. We are doing four. Need two tabs. So first space count is 4. Let's just go through it. First space count is 4. A is not reliable, I know that for sure. Count as count plus 1. Okay, fine. Count as 4. Let's just see. Can't see your count, right? How far? 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, three, four. It's not working. I see. Fruits, I think. Okay, fine. One, two, three, four. Okay. Just 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, something is happening. This is not supposed to happen. When we go 7, why is 7 getting printed 2 times? The tab space is 7. Let's see if our count is 7. 7 by tab. 7 by 1 You get 3.5. Need one space. Fine. Okay, fine. One space. I think that's the best way to calculate. I think. If this is we got one space, then space minus one. Yes. And tabs differently than in program. Define tab as three characters wide. Most systems of tab tabability per systems wide. Each tab has three spaces. displayed, these two tabs might be rendered as 16 pixels. One, two, three, four. The tabs issue is that 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can find. This has nothing to do. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to breathe. Yes, it's blinking. Like two spaces like that. This calculates the number of taps that can be used to represent the spaces. The code is working as intended according to the n-tap problem. Please with taps if you want a different behavior. lines get longer, this is happening. Let's just say hello. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 40, 41, 42 divided by, let's say, 8 tabs. Print one tab, printing one space. This is the length of one tab. It's less than 2 or 3 minutes. Two, three. Guys, just printing two times. Let's just go with the debugger or something. Technically, our program is correct. Number of tabs only. It will always be longer, but this is how the program is supposed to work. While we learn something better. Can put puzzle. Need to write this whole program, then write a program. A program, like a C program for rudimentary syntax errors like unbalanced parentheses, brackets, or braces. Don't forget about quotes. Both single and double escapes in the Now it's hard to do it in full. Think. Kane and King's modern approach to KNR. Why? Partly because KNR book is written for more advanced audience. I recommend KNR book as second book of KNR are only effective for certain types of things. Feel I can answer this since I completed KNR book a few months ago. First of all, make sure it's a second version of KNR. For the record, I did already know programming in C++, which made it much simpler to read the book and made me how to not less of the read. So how to read the book is small, around 150 pages, but matter contains is dense. I always had my editor open left side, left tile, and the book open on the right. Write the code as the author uses, run it, and test it. Write comments to explain why something is the way it is. Debug the code. What is this person doing? returns length get line and enter char c into I. Okay, gets a j is equal to I line j. And I is equal to 0, I less than length. I less than length. Okay, fine. Line is equal to line dot I is equal to the other. If we see a blank space into j, j is equal to I, line j is equal to j plus plus. Skip through the blanks. Into k is equal to 0, k less than n minus r. What is n? N is equal to 4. 4 minus r, which is 3. Similar to ours. Take your time. We'll do this program tomorrow again. Tomorrow is stream from the morning. I have something to do in the morning. Can stream till evening. It's already 10 today. Write a program. Long inputs to 2 or more shorter lines. After last non-blank character that occurs before the nth column of input. Make sure your program does something inclusive with very long lines. If there are no blanks sometimes before this is fine. So I think the thing we can do is that take our long line and count, get a limit and we'll put the limit and enter a specific that right. We only count non-spaces. That means we count characters, and the character exceeds after the next space. We'll make them right on the next line. Something. Or we take the input, store it in a line, store it in some place, in an array, iterate through it. After we hit line, we'll stop. After we hit the limit, we'll stop. We'll iterate through it, and after we hit a certain amount of characters, we'll stop. We'll see where the next space is, and from there, and in that space, we'll print /n. think it's basically easy, and then print the whole line. Fine. What will we do for 23? Write a program to involve comments to basic program. C comments do not nest. How do you remove C comments? Whatever starts with a slash, double slash. Get the whole line, you go line by line, get the whole line. That line contains a slash. Remove it, basically, yeah. Okay, fine, we'll remove it. There are edge cases, but we don't have to care. Just beginners. Write a program to check a C program for elementary syntax. We'll go with hello world and we'll see. The things for the hello world are fine. We're not trying to generalize the program. The chapters are really dense. It's not easy, it's not for beginners to go through it. So this is taken to until we finish this thing. That's it for today's stream. I think. It's already 10. So take care. Bye.